dear friends, and welcome to another tutorial here at MK Fingerstyle Academy. Today we're going to be doing a strumming tutorial, which is something that I don't do a lot on this channel since it's a fingerstyle channel. With that out of the way, today we're going to cover 3 techniques that you can add to any strumming pattern in any time signature and spice it up. The first thing we're going to learn is a quick triplet pattern, and then we're going to add a knock to it, and then we're going to add a percussive Tambora hit. And by combining these 3 elements, you can add excitement to your strumming pattern. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using the strumming pattern that I've used in my Last of the Mohicans theme. In case you missed it, make sure to hit the card right here somewhere on the screen, or check out the video link in the description. So before we actually learn the pattern, let's just use an A minor chord, since it's the easiest, and get familiar with the right hand technique for these triplets. For that, we're just going to use a 6/8 time signature, which is actually sort of 2 triplets in a row. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's really just you getting used into hitting 2 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Without the pause, it will just flow from one group to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for the fingerings, I'm going down with my index, down with my thumb, up with my index. And when I go up with my index, that's what sets me up for doing the second triplet group. So that is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Now I'm just going to do it in time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get very fast very quickly. Make sure you practice it slow and just hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, for the actual pattern, the chords that I'm using are A minor, G major, C major, and back to A minor. But all of that doesn't really matter. What matters is that you learn the right hand techniques and apply it to your own chord progressions. But these are the chords if you want to follow along. So in the example in the Last of the Mohicans theme, if you look at the first bar, which is the A minor chord, you will see 2 groups of notes because we are in 6/4. So you're going to have a 1, 2, 3 as a group, and then 4, 5, 6 as the second group. If you look at the second group, that's where I apply the triplet strumming pattern, but not really in triplets. I'm just playing the 8th notes. But I do have 2 groups of 3 8th notes that are emphasized in 3s. So if you look at the second group, it's exactly the same technique as we discussed. Index down, thumb down, index up. If you look at the first group, you will see that I don't exactly have the triplets. They are not marked as triplets. I use 2 16th notes and an 8th note, which do not sound like a triplet, but they do have the effect of having 3 rapid notes, one after the other. 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. So in the first group you have ta, tika, ta, ta, tika, ta. Ta, tika, ta, ta, tika, ta. So the first bar becomes that will cover the first technique that we've discussed. In the G major chord, or the second bar, I use the knock. And I do that as the replacement of the first strum in the group of 3. So in the first group of 3, I play them as is, similar to what I've done in bar 1, but then I add a variety. Instead of strumming, I go. So again, I'm replacing that first strum with a knock. And when you put them together, and then I go exactly the same as I did in the A minor bar. The only difference is I'm replacing one of the strong beats with a knock. The trick here is to remember to do the knock after you do the triplet strumming pattern. Remember, it's not a triplet, but after doing that triplet pattern, you got to remember to knock and then go into the triplet pattern again, or the triplet technique again. So that is. And for the third technique, the Tambora, that's going to be the hardest because it happens at the beginning of the rapid triplet strumming pattern. Okay? So if you look at the first group of three, that's the same as what we did in the A minor chord. Then I do not knock like I did in the G major chord. I actually strum the beginning of the second group of three. But now instead of playing index down, thumb down, index up, I replace my index down move with a Tambora percussive hit. And now I have to compensate for that in the sense that my thumb cannot be used for the down stroke. So then it just becomes Tambora, index up, index down. So that becomes hit, up, down, hit, up, down, hit, up, down. The second challenge is that as soon as you're done this, you have the group of, and the first one of them is your index down. So when you come off the Tambora, you are already doing an index down. You have to quickly go back and do another index down. Unless you're advanced and you can replace the beginning of the C major on the 7th fret with another stroke. So when you put it together, it becomes. And that basically covers all of those three techniques inside this pattern. So if you play from the beginning, you have the ta, tic, ta, ta, tic, ta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ta, tic, ta, knock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, tic, ta. G major. And if you play it at tempo in this particular pattern, so these are three very cool strumming techniques that you can add to any progression and time signature that you're on right now and make it sound super cool, especially if you can nail that knock and not make it sound lame or bassy. If you can just hit it and make it pop, it will attract everyone's attentions. So please let me know if you are using these techniques in the comments down below and tell me which pattern or which song you're trying it on. And if you're interested in hearing it in a different context other than The Last of the Mohicans, which I've included in the video description, then check out my Folia by Gasper Sounds, which in the beginning and throughout the piece, I spread those strumming techniques that we've discussed today, but in a different context. Until then, my name is Mustafa, and I'll see you in the next video.